Okay, what do you think is the most important part of the dating, courting process?
Getting to know the other person, because that's the ultimate point of it for me.
Okay.
You know, again, I know we prefaced it with the fact that we want to love God and love others, right? And so, but I think that's the whole point of it is like, I mean, because eventually you're going to want to, like, the person you marry is going to become your best friend.
Okay.
And so you want to, you know, as you're hanging out with a person, like, do I actually enjoy being with this person? Right.
Okay.
When it's not all the, you know, sexual stuff or the physical stuff, like at the end of the day, do I just enjoy being with this person? And so for me, that's the most important part, because enjoying being with that person and finding out if like your vision of the future are similar enough to where you believe that you can kind of work this stuff out. Because I think there's a lot of things going on in the getting to know the person. Okay. So like in getting to know the person, I wanted to find out about, you know, what are their future dreams and hopes and ambitions? What do they believe, you know, theologically? What is their relationship with God like? And because, you know, earlier on I said that the baseline for, you know, is like, okay, I'm going to date someone who's a Christian. Well, are they a Christian in name only, or do they really love the Lord? And I think those things are important to find out.
Okay.
And do we enjoy being, you know, in the same type of worship sets, or, you know, worship services, excuse me, you know, and I think
who knows? Yeah. We've only been to Starbucks for the first 200 dates we've been on.
I told you can go to church too, man. So yes, go to church. But I mean, there's all kinds of things you're going to talk about. You're going to talk about families. You're going to talk about finances, talking about your future. I think all of these things are really important as you're getting to know each other. And do we align on these things?
Okay.
And so I think all of that's important in getting to, when I say getting to know the person, it encompasses all of this kind of stuff. It encompasses personality, future, finances, you know, religious preferences, religious beliefs. All of these things are, you know, finding out about their family, all that kind of stuff. I think all of that is really important to know. And then making determinations of, okay, is this the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with or not?
Well, how would I make that determination? How much do I need to know?
Well, I mean,
like, at what point would I just go, yeah, that's enough?
Well, I think that's gonna differ.
Or I'm so sick of Starbucks. Can we just get married, please? I hope your kids like coffee. Because holy shit.
You've taken the Starbucks thing,
hey,
so
son, you taking her to Starbucks today? Grande.
Moved up to that venti,
yeah.
So you know. But no,
gonna need a venti because we're gonna be there a long time. Just getting to know each other so hard and good and hard and long at Starbucks. And then we're going to have a 4-hour hug in the parking lot and go home. No kissing, though.
No kissing. We did it. We did a high five.
Dating.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You took that Starbucks thing so literally.
Like, that's it.
That's it. That's the only option.
One time we hang out with your dad at Starbucks from here till the end. Might as well get married at the Starbucks. Set up one of the conference rooms for us for afterwards.
I'm bringing the pastor in. Oh, Lord. Okay, so was there a question and all that?
Oh, yeah. What's the point of getting to know
how much do you have to know?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
How much do I have to know?
Yeah, I think that's gonna really depend on person to person.
Okay.
Like, I think some people are gonna, you know, I mean, they're gonna maybe hang out, and after 5 dates, they're like, yeah, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with.
No, it's not.
So, and I think others are going to take longer. I think if you asked, like, for example, like making it a little more personal, me and my wife, like if you asked my wife, I think she would have probably told you pretty early on, within the first probably few months. She was like, yeah, that's the person I want to marry.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so where for me,
just Joseph over here. Yep.
For me,
I had her hooked right from our 15th Starbucks.
Right. Our first date was actually at Ruby Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Ruby Tuesday. But for
with the salad bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that salad bar.
Yeah.
It was so cheap. So
cool.
But like for me, like so we started dating in December, and for me it probably was like July. So that's for
Okay.
And
July till what? July for what?
Oh, for when I was like, yeah, this is the like I want to marry Melanie.
Oh.
Yeah. So like for me, that was when I knew.
You got engaged?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
No. We didn't get engaged until a year after we started dating.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's like when I knew. I was like, yeah, this is because that's in July. I think it was the first part of July. That was the first time I told her that I loved her.
Oh, okay.
But that's when I didn't use that phrase until
I didn't ask you that question.
Yeah. Like I didn't use that phrase until I knew.
I'll ask you that next time.
Okay. Yeah, I used that. I didn't use the phrase "I love you" until I knew that I wanted to marry her.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. So all I'm saying in that is that I think it's going to be different for different individuals. Some people may date for a couple months and know it. For some people, it's going to take longer, and so I think there's a lot of different factors that go into that too for different individuals.
What's the baseline amount of get to know someone that you would say for Christians to have before they say, I want to marry this person? Like, what should I at least know? Okay,
like what should I actually know about the person?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would want to know like what is their relationship with the Lord is like.
Okay.
I would want to know again what is their picture of the future, their vision for what they want to do in life.
Okay.
Does that coincide with me or does it collide with what I want to do? So at least
know those two things.
Yeah, and I would also want to know, hey, what is your in your relationship with the Lord, like what are the things that you prefer, in church, in worship, in how we, those kind of things. Like those are some things I'd want to know.
Oh, okay.
Or even theologically, like, are we on the same page theologically?
Okay.
Or are we in completely different camps?
Why does that matter?
Because like, if I've got one person that's like, oh, I believe in the charismatic gifts, that the gifts are for today, and that's an important part for me. I highly value that. And then you've got someone else who doesn't value that at all and actually rejects that notion that the gifts are for today. That's going to lead to problems not only between you and that individual, it's going to lead to problems of how you raise your children.
Man, it's just hard enough to find another Christian.
And it can be. Yeah. So I'm not, it depends on how highly
if you're a Christian,
right.
Because there's not a lot of them.
It depends on how highly you value those things.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, I mean, those are things that, that are worth talking about. And then I think there's other things. Like for me, I really wanted to find someone that had a really strong, will, had strength to her, where I couldn't just, in my kind of extrovertedness and passion, just kind of run her over, if you were.
Okay.
I wanted someone that could stand up to me to say, no, I don't like this, and to be a very, and that's who I married. Melanie my wife is a very independent thinker, and a very strong person, and very intellectual, very smart, and so it gives me a good buffer, if you were, and I that's one of the things I was actually looking for.
But that's you. But you
that's
think
me.
The first three things are what every Christian should think about when dating, and at least know those three things.
Yeah, and I would and I would say this. I would also want to know they were kind. And that may sound like a weird one.
Okay.
But because you're going to be with them if you're planning on being with them the rest of your life, you want to make sure that the person that you're marrying is kind to you.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
that the way they're going to treat you, is with kindness and with,
Okay.
I think that's with respect, with honor. That I think those are important things.
So when they call your names, you both should get up to go grab the cups of coffee.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Out of kindness.
Out of kindness.
Yeah.
Right. Because again, we're only at Starbucks.